Do we want to change our topic of
All right,
discussion
Thor.
to the
Yeah.
actual topic of discussion?
Thor.
So we're talking about Thor in general.
Thor in general.
Yeah.
He's pretty strong guy. He does a lot of stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, like,
He's been to the gym a couple times.
the God Gym, the Asgardian Gym.
I mean, you can't tell me there's not an Asgardian gym. There's not like an infomercial that comes out and says get a body like Thor,
with
get ripped with the Odin Force. I don't know.
with Chris Hemsworth's brother playing Thor.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Which one though? He's got so many.
okay, Liam, the only one we know.
No,
Wait.
because his older brother played actor Thor in Thor Ragnarok. That was
Oh,
the joke.
really? Oh,
Yeah.
I thought that was
There
supposed
were
to be
so
a different
many
character.
Hemsworths.
Yeah.
I could have sworn they just like mitosis. They just kind of like separate into smaller versions, like off screen when nobody's
Wait,
watching.
okay, were all of those actors Hemsworth?
No,
Oh,
No,
just
no,
that one.
no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Matt Damon was in there. He's not a Hemsworth.
Wait, okay. So what? I thought he was the actor Thor.
No, he was
no.
actor Loki.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was
Do
looking
you
at
just see
him.
everybody as Matt Damon? What's the deal?
I was looking at him thinking that he was supposed to be Matt Damon. I was like, okay, I was trying to find it. I was like, I didn't see it.
I see.
I can see why it was somebody else.
Yeah, it was a completely different person.
Anyway, so Thor has he's like one of those not as saturated, I think, of characters.
Yeah, I think, I think now even, like, the Guardians of the Galaxy have become more saturated than he has. And by saturated, I think, like, we mean,
Mainstream.
mainstream, or, like, just gets more exposure to a broader audience.
Yeah, even comics-wise, I think the Guardians are still have a bigger...
Oh yeah, I mean, like,
comic.
they've spun out a lot, too. Like, they have the Guardians of the Galaxy, they have Guardians 3000 or something, which is, like...
They even have a TV show.
Yeah,
Unless you already mentioned that TV show on Disney.
Yeah, they have a TV show on Disney XD. They have Rocket solo series, Groot solo series,
That is just
Star-Lord solo series.
All that sounds terrible. Well, okay, I would get behind Star-Lord.
Yeah, actually,
Why would you have a show about a tree? Just by itself.
Yeah, I think when you say solo, I think you're talking about comic runs.
Yes, comic runs.
Oh,
sorry,
okay.
not TV show.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah, there's way too much production to go into a TV show for just one character.
Yeah, I was like, what? Why would you do?
So, I get kind of like, I think it would be beneficial to like just go through our experience with Thor, in terms of like
The movie or the character?
just character.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, for me, I had first seen Thor in the 2011 movie, which is like a whole lot of history just not known. And so I didn't actually read the comics, but I did go on Wikipedia, and it was weird to find out that that he was Donald Blake was this. The way I thought it was is that Donald Blake was this hiker, mountaineer, something like that.
Yeah.
Doctor, I think, is his actual
Doctor,
title.
But yeah, but he was hiking in a mountain.
Yeah,
and found a cave.
he was on vacation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so
He has odd hobbies, I suppose. Didn't want to relax on a beach, wanted to go hiking in Norway.
and so he found this hammer and picked it up, and then somehow like Thor took over, and that's how I heard it.
I mean, the way that I guess, and I have a slightly unfair advantage because I prepped for this video, so I was a little bit.
Hey, don't worry, I prepped for many.
Yeah.
Of them.
But so there was actually an alien invasion, not like a big one, but they were just like in Norway,
Mm-hmm.
As you do.
Yeah, and so Donald Blake, ran for cover. He didn't want to be captured or anything like that. And he went to a cave, and there was a walking stick. And I think there was an inscription on the walking stick as well. And so,
Like Aladdin?
what?
You're stretching again.
I mean, I guess, like as far as like magical items sometimes have inscriptions with instructions on how to use them. Yeah, then like Aladdin.
Well, listen, like I'd rather an inscription like have a walking stick and then like here's a handbook on how to use the walking stick.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it
a couple
isn't.
note cards.
I'm not saying it isn't useful.
A
I'm
This
just-
is this like PowerPoint presentation before you're allowed to.
But anyway, yeah. So he strikes it down on the ground, and he transforms into Thor, and the walking stick transforms into his hammer.
And before the show, not to steal your thunder or anything, but
Yeah.
Thor got a thunder. You got it.
Yep.
that was actually not intended. I
Just keep talking.
Oh, okay. So Thor, I guess there was an article that it was said that it was interesting that Hulk was in the Thor movie because
Oh yeah.
Thor's first live action appearance was in a made-for-TV Hulk
Yeah,
movie.
way back in the 70s, 80s when there was a live action Hulk TV show. They tried to like kick off
Bill
like connected universe a couple
Yeah.
of times. They tried to do it with Daredevil. They tried to do it with Thor.
When I first saw that movie, I saw it and I saw Thor and I was like, I've seen that guy before. Where? And apparently he was the father in a Disney Channel TV show called Good Luck Charlie.
Oh wow, he has not
Yeah.
aged super well. Jeez.
No, he looks exactly the same as from then to that show.
Well, yeah, but now he's fat.
Oh, well, okay, okay. That.
He's fat and bald.
Brutal Jake. Jake the Destroyer of Thors.
I mean, listen, Robert Downey Jr. is doing pretty well for himself. He's aging pretty well. He's almost 50.
Hey, did I say Destroyer of Iron Mans?
Listen, don't just bang on people who aren't old. Stan Lee's like 90. He's doing pretty well.
You're still not defending any Thors.
Listen, there are only like 2 Thors. One of them's still young.
Yeah, but you said that they split up like mitosis.
I said about the Hemsworths, not about. That's not a bad thing.
All right, Jake.
Okay.
I don't know what you want from me.
I just
Wait.
want to push your buttons.
Well, it's
Just like you
working.
push Cody's.
Yeah.
Okay. So now your guys' experience with Thor.
Oh yeah, Justin.
Oh.
I expect very thorough.
Oh yeah, let's jump into all of the experience. I actually watched the Thor movie, so out of all the movies that I have not
You've watched the worst one.
seen, yeah.
Hey, I would say.
Okay, the worst Phase 1 movie.
Really?
I'll say the worst
I,
Phase
about-
1
I think
movie.
Incredible Hulk
Yeah.
was the worst.
I like Incredible Hulk. I don't know what
I mean,
you're
I
talking
like the Incredible Hulk too, but like just speaking objectively about like the review of the Incredible Hulk was not good.
I don't know what you're talking about. Incredible Hulk is great.
Jake is full denial.
So he's stubborn about things we see. He's very critical, but then when something he likes is being criticized,
know what
he's
you're
like,
talking
no,
about.
put a wall.
Put up a wall.
So I mean, yeah, I watched that movie, and all I could think afterwards was, man, what a stupid weapon.
Listen, the hammer is useful.
Whether it's useful or not, it's just a hammer. Like there are so many like weapons that could be like super
Okay,
cool.
says
and
you
stuff.
who had an entire hardware store at his disposal, kept dropping hammers everywhere. You can't go pro hammer.
Did I win? Did I win?
No.
You can't go.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I won that one.
You
I was
can't
gonna
go-
try
That was Jake.
What?
You can't go pro
Wait, hold
hammer and then bag on hammer.
Who won
Also,
that one?
peeking. I don't.
Okay,
Listen,
It's a replay. We're gonna go. We're gonna go back.
We
We're
are
gonna watch it
referencing
after
a game that we had played called Super Fight a month ago?
Yeah, it was about a month
that
ago.
was my first time on the show, and I won that one. I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure you did.
I'll go back to
Oh,
the
wait, it's on
instant replay.
Facebook. I
Yeah,
think.
well, it's on Facebook. We'll go back to the instant replay.
Yeah.
and Thor wins all the fights he gets in with the hammer. You can't bag on the thing that
Look,
you,
I'm just
that
saying.
won
I'm
you
just
the
saying.
thing,
There could be like a whole lot cooler weapons,
Like a sword?
like something.
like a spear,
anything.
a mace, a little
dagger?
fencing sword.
A dagger.
Honestly, it's not my least favorite weapon though. Captain America has my least favorite weapon.
Oh wow,
I-
okay.
A stupid
I
shield that's just dumb. Well,
I mean, okay, I see
Boomerang
that because it's not
shield,
it is not meant to be an offensive weapon. So I see
Yeah,
where you're coming
it
from.
just and his hat looks dumb, and
I think that's called a cowl.
I think it's
Yeah, I
called
think
a
when
dumb
it comes
hat.
over and it's connected, it's a
I
cowl.
think it's called a dumb hat, and I don't like Captain America.
like there's hats that go just on top of your head, cowls that come over your face, and then masks that go down all the way.
Don't even care. Dumb hat. Dumb
Listen,
character.
this is his Jake thing.
Okay.
Where he's
Dumb
gonna
hat,
stand by it.
Dumb hat, dumb character, dumb weapon.
Gotcha.
All around, don't like.
But that's Captain America,
Yeah.
not Thor.
Not Thor.
I mean,
Thor
okay.
is still not a fun weapon. I guess people can't pick
well,
it
that's
up. So
because
that's
Thor
cool.
is a person. You know,
And Thor is like, as much as like some people will try to defend him, Thor is not a smart guy. So a hammer is thematically appropriate as a
Yeah.
weapon.
Yeah, kind
not
of
like a
blunt.
sword.
Yeah. I mean, like, if you need something hit real hard, you call him.
Yeah.
But if you need, like, surgery done, you call Donald Blake.
But like a bigger hammer, it's just like a tiny little like dinky hammer
I mean,
that
okay.
like nobody can pick up.
My favorite part.
I like that.
That's
makes
a
it
good
special.
thing. Because anybody can hop into an Iron Man suit, apparently.
Yeah.
And anybody can pick up Captain America's shield. But not everybody can use Thor's hammer.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense. It's just why is it so small?
Listen, not
Okay,
everything has to be
Cody
gigantic,
was saying
Justin.
something. We could
Okay, first of all, on that point, like, it could be, like the bed of nails thing, where, like, a smaller, area, a surface
Oh,
area.
because you've got more mass on it. Okay.
Yeah. So, if you had a really big hammer, yeah, it would crush them, but, like, you can do more, like, intact damage.
And also, you couldn't bring it anywhere where there's stuff around.
Yeah, true.
Like, if you're in a
Not very-
forest,
It's not very portable.
Hold on. Here you go. Boom, knock that wall out. Boom, knock that wall out. Like, look, now there's plenty
Okay,
of
do
room.
you want to destroy every
Currently, we
building?
are
Yeah,
recording
I
this
mean-
episode, and if you want to see what Justin just did, we will be posting this video on YouTube shortly. The comic panel, it's comic time.
well, probably some
like our
highlights,
base.
like the past 5 minutes, probably.
Yeah.
I mean,
Talking
you
about
just-
this hammer.
You just knock the walls out, and then you got plenty of room. I mean,
Okay, listen, if you're a god, your power resides on, like, people wanting you to be there. Your belief, prayers, people calling out for your help. And if you go around knocking down their village every time you're called, you're not going to get a call back.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
You're
then-
going to show up once, ruin everything, and be like, wow, that god was awful. We're never calling him again.
Nope. Yeah, we're gonna pray
Good.
that he
I
never
mean,
comes back.
why
We're going to pray for
Cast them down
Loki
like
or
Hades.
Sif
why
or
does Thor
Fandral.
why does Thor want to, like, if I was Thor, why would I want to get that call back when I can just hang out in the sky and just like chill?
Because you're just going to go crazy.
No,
You're just going to be
What?
where you're going to sit. Okay,
I can go to the gym.
You just sit around in like a hut for the rest of your life, and nobody will ever say your name again. And we'll check back in 10 years, see how you're doing.
I don't even like Why
Okay.
does he want to go and like risk his life and stuff?
Because that's
Because
his
for
purpose
Jane-
as a god,
No.
is to help the people who believe in him.
Let another god deal
Oh.
with it.
Just in the god of laziness.
Maybe it's because of some. Maybe it's not because of some like weird reason, but Jane was not in the third movie, and they gave a reason for that. But I want to know, like, was there a problem with?
Natalie Portman didn't want to be typecast as Jane
Okay.
Foster. She,
So, like, how do you
she
even
did the
get
Gwyneth Paltrow, where she's like, no, I just don't want to make money, so
How do
I
you
don't want to
get
be in these movies.
typecast as that? Like, I mean,
she's been in many of other movies before.
Like, I get Gwyneth Paltrow because she's got the defining feature of like being a redhead.
Mhm.
So like I could pick her out of a crowd of actresses. I don't think I could pick out Natalie Portman in a crowd of actresses.
yeah, like if anything, typecast her. I still think of her as
she
Padme.
was, she was Padme.
Yeah,
what she
like-
was.
Like I'm like, oh yeah, Padme. Oh yeah, and I guess like Thor's girlfriend and
But that
V
was
for
the
Vendetta's
three
girlfriend.
movies. That's the three movies thing. It's like we remember her as Padme, and she was in 3 Star Wars movies. So maybe she's in 3 Thor movies. She's gonna be
Okay.
typecast.
Yeah, what is the deal with 3 movies? Honestly.
It's the
Well,
rule of
everybody wants a
threes. It
trilogy.
just comes around.
Yeah,
Every once in a while.
that's true. Okay, but anyway, also though, getting back to Thor's hammer, and what I like about it is that it comes back to him.
What's up with all the boomerang weapons? Like,
Okay, it comes back to him better than Captain America's shield, though, and something that you didn't get to see in Thor 3 was he basically, like, he took Loki and he, like, threw his hammer away, like, as far as he could, and then he put Loki's head right in front of his hand, and he was all like, well, we'll go through.
The hammer is coming back.
Yeah. You better tell me what I wanted to know, which at that time he was pretending to be Odin, so he was...
That we saw at the end of Thor the Dark World, so that is not a spoiler.
Yeah, not a spoiler.
Throwing that out there, in case we get letters.
Yeah.
Letter.
Who writes anymore, Jake?
We have an Instagram and a Facebook.
Letters,
what are they gonna do?
in my mind, is just a catch-all term for people contacting us in some way. I'm not going to say IM, email, text message, DM. I'm just going to say letters.
Mr. criticizing me for housekeeping. Anyway,
Okay.
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty cool. I would, like, use that, like, so much to, like, you know...
Give me a beer.
Just, like, absolutely destroy it.
Yeah.
I mean, I like things that are used in a traditional way, and that, like, the audience kind of knows, like, how it's used, being used in a non-traditional way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, give an example.
I mean, man, I know there are. Like early in the Superior Spider-Man run, we see Otto Octavius as Peter Parker use the spider tracers that he injects like through like claws that are in the spider suit, but he starts using it as like an offensive weapon because he's just got claws now. He's like, oh, this thing that is usually used to like plant spider tracers is now being used as a weapon.
Okay.
There, that's a thing.
Yeah.
For anyone who doesn't know, there's a whole huge story. You know, I think
I explained it enough. Superior Spider-Man, Otto Octavius as Peter Parker. That's it.
But they even halted the Amazing Spider-Man storyline.
Yeah, it's not
to make that.
It's not an alternate universe. It is
the
Spider-Man.
But then they
which
canceled
people did not like.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I like that too.
I have problems with weapons.
I mean, I understand why you don't like the hammer. I see some of your reasoning.
Mm-hmm.
Other things I don't see. But I mean, Thor he's
still better than Captain America's weapon, but
yeah.
Yeah, well, we saw in Avengers apparently the shield is, I won't say stronger than the hammer, but at least can like deflect a blow from the hammer.
Mm-hmm.
So that's something at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean,
I wonder what would happen if Thor hit Black Panther with lightning. Would it just go around him, or would it deflect back to Thor?
I mean, I wouldn't say it would reflect or necessarily absorb, because from what we've seen of the Black Panther suit, it doesn't have like electronics like the Iron Man armor does.
Yeah.
So I mean, it probably wouldn't affect him much. I mean, for all the technology that suit has, it's also probably grounded, so electricity probably won't do much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I mean, it might do what the Iron Man suit did and charge it, because I think.
Well, like I wasn't thinking of it as the Iron Man suit. I was thinking of it as being Captain America's shield.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, like, still, it might, charge, because I think there are electronics in there. I mean, going off of the little bit of information that's in the trailer, but there's multiple Black Panther suits.
That's also true.
So, there has to be...
He's a bit like Batman or Iron Man. There are a couple suits.
Yeah, so it's not like, it's not like it's like, this one fits you better.
Nah,
it's, they have different and new functions, which I figure have to
Although,
be...
to be fair, the only visible upgrade from the Civil War suit to the Black Panther suit is that it glows purple, I guess.
That's
something.
A cool color.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
But it also seems like they had it just so they can differentiate the bad guy who's gold.
Yeah.
It's like, here's how you know who's fighting who.
The reason why I bring that up is because the Black Panther suit and Captain America's hammer are made from the same.
Captain America's hammer?
Yes, Captain America's shield is made from the same material.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, something might happen.
Yeah.
It's not like it's not I mean, if he hits him with the hammer, it's not like the kinetic energy is gonna not affect Black Panther.
Okay, got you.
If he hits him with lightning, it's probably grounded, so it probably won't do much.
I was thinking more just like bullet rate,
The suit's just gonna dissipate. It's gonna explode. What do you want to hear?
No. The lightning is going to go like disperse.
Yeah, will it like
That's
hit
what I'm
and just
thinking.
like
Because you know how when Thor, like, what was it? Oh wait, maybe I'm thinking of like something different. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure Thor in Avengers just hit his
Yeah.
hammer on the shield.
Yeah.
He didn't strike it with lightning.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So to know lightning's effects on vibranium is tough to say. I mean, it will create a concussive force because we know that that's what lightning does, and vibranium will absorb that. So
I mean, we saw some of that got like dispelled in Avengers, like created a shockwave around the shield.
yeah, and also we've seen in the comics and not in the movie yet, but Captain America's shield can be shattered too.
Yeah.
But not usually just through force. It's through some kind of like atomic tampering.
Yeah, usually.
Okay. Science. All right, I love it.
Yeah, science. When the Avengers became popular, actually, I remember it. I saw a couple of videos that were like recreating Thor's hammer. It had like a fingerprint scanner, so that only you.
Oh, it was like the Age of Ultron. You've got like magnets and the fingerprint scanner. Okay.
Were they making like a comment on that, or was that just?
No. They it was just for fun, to like get people to try to lift it. Except for my only problem was that it had to be on a metal surface. It was all magnet based.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah. It was kind of fun just to watch that they made like a realistic prop. Kind of. Yeah.
Does it boomerang back?
No, it does not boomerang back, and that's another problem.
What?
Yeah, we haven't quite mastered the magic / technology of boomerang hammers.
Yeah.
I mean,
Good. I don't like
even if they
weapons.
did, I don't know if I'd volunteer to test that.
Wait. Okay, wait. Justin, would you be okay with a boomerang gun?
Why? Okay, I know. You got a gun. Why would you throw it?
Okay,
Why
what about Justin? What are your thoughts on Captain Boomerang?
What?
Captain Boomerang, the Flash villain. He's got the boomerangs.
I'd like to make a point. There was also another Facebook post.
That just sounds stupid.
It is a little.
So there was a Australian newscaster who was speaking, and then on the bottom of the screen there was a banner that says, this guy robs a store or a bank with a boomerang, and it is captioned, "Captain Boomerang exists."
Hey, listen, that's his whole thing.
Yeah.
Is he robs places with boomerangs.
And, like, to be fair, it's not just boomerangs. They're rated boomerangs, explosive
They're a
boomerangs.
bit like batarangs.
Yes.
But less themed.
Yeah.
He themes himself after the thrown thing, not the thrown things after himself.
Oh, okay,
I just don't like boomerang-shaped weapons. Or, like, not boomerang-shaped weapons.
Boomerang is a weapon.
Yeah, boomerang-acting weapons.
Why wouldn't you want to be able to reuse the things that you're using?
Whether I want to reuse them or not, why would I want to?
Because, okay, you're lazy, right?
No, it just doesn't make sense why.
They come back to you. You don't have to go anywhere.
You throw it and
it hits things and it's come back. What's not to like?
Whether I like it or not, like, is it useful? Yes. But do I like it as a consumer? No. Because there's like way too much of like, oh, the hammer has like a mind of its own to like know where to go back to. And like,
oh, so you're like one of those like technology conspiracists saying,
and then, like,
technology's getting too smart.
No, then like the shield, and then like the shield just like comes back. It just doesn't.
That's
it
what
doesn't
I'm
make
hearing.
like theoretical sense, and so.
I mean, okay, I get it, but I don't think the shield has as much of a mind as you're saying. That one is.
I mean,
some property of physics that we don't have.
I mean, and that's part of it is explained as like the Super Serum, in addition to like granting, I'm gonna say Chris Evans, even though it's not his name, Steve Rogers. There we go, I got there. Like as much as the Super Soldier Serum like granted him like immense strength, it also smartened him up a bit. So when he throws the shield, he calculates all the angles in his head before he throws it, so he knows where it's gonna be, so he can catch it.
Also, okay, we're gonna have to take a
We're
break from
reaching the
this
end of our
conversation.
We're gonna
Our
smooth
first hour.
transition.
Alright,
Yeah,
Yeah, we're reaching the
Things
end
that-
of our first hour. Come back.
I would be
Yeah.
okay if it was the hammer on like some type of like.
We're cutting you
String?
off.
No,
Jeff.
like a chain. Like,
You're listening to KSUA 91.5, the People's Radio, and we'll be back after
and Thor's
this.
hammer is awful.